All right, the Detroit Lions get some good news. It's coming out now that Isaac TeSlaa was coveted by many NFL teams, and that is why the Detroit Lions moved up 32 spots in round 3 of this year's draft to get him. I knew they moved up, and I think I saw, and I did realize it at the time, but to go up a full round makes more sense that you gave up what you did to do that, and that was 2 future third-round picks, which is very costly. However, again, you cannot, but this makes it better to know that the Denver Broncos, the New Orleans Saints, and the Buffalo Bills were 3 teams that the Lions moved ahead of. They moved ahead of 71, 72, and 74 to get to our guy. And here's what you need to know. All you need to know. He ran a 4.43. He was super physical at the Senior Bowl. That is what Brad Holmes has said initially got him on to his radar. Was like, man, this dude's just blocking. He's physical. And remember, every NFL team wants to be physical. They all say that. But we actually have guys top to bottom that are physical. Penei Sewell's obviously like our chief one, where you just think of like strong, physical, athletic. But then you got Amon-Ra St. Brown loves getting in there. You've got these wide receivers, and we've seen, speaking of that, we've seen how wide receivers really set the tone in the run game and a lot of different things with their physicality. So this was a big get in what the Lions really wanted to do. So, and I got one other good news for you here in just a second. Some interesting projections have come out. It wasn't because of attitude or work ethic. His personality shined in the process, said Brad Holmes. Some attributed his low production in college to lack of communication, inexperience at quarterback. So he doesn't have the production. Remember, he starts at Hillsdale. We're familiar with Hillsdale. But then he goes to an SEC school that just wasn't super successful, didn't have the production. But at his size, his speed, physicality, looking for that receiver that we haven't had. Remember, we've bounced around Josh Reynolds. Love ya. He's not like physical. Like, that's not his thing. He's like a tall, smooth dude. You've got Tim Patrick. Love you as well. Bigger guy, and he's found his way, and he's a really good veteran player, but it's not like explosive physicality young. That's not how you describe him. Now we've got him to pair with Amon-Ra St. Brown for the next 5 years. There's something there, and I think it was just a lot more of an important get than we realize. All right, the next good news. This is kind of a cool article that comes out once a year, where they go through each NFL team and just project. So again, this is, take it with a grain of salt, but there's really some interesting tidbits out of here. So they just project all the stats, because you usually get win projections, of course, but this goes deeper. Every player, how many games they'll play, and their stats. And there's some kind of standard issued stuff here that you'd expect. Amon-Ra St. Brown, just 1,000 yards receiving. Jahmyr Gibbs going to rush for over 1,000, plus catch around 500 yards receiving, 100%, just like it's nothing. But over on this side here, you've got the win-loss totals. And what you learn is that the Lions, again, just metrics and stats, but still, win probability. The Lions have a 75% chance to win I'm going to count this one, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count that one. Oh, let's just say 70. 70% chance or higher to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 9 games, they have a 70% chance or better to win. So if they go 8-1, 7-2 in those games, we've all been a little nervous about their schedule. Rightfully so. We don't know the exact schedule yet. We know the opponents. But actually, when you look at this schedule, there's some cake in here. Just some easy stuff that it's like, oh my gosh, Cleveland, thank you. Pittsburgh, are you afraid of them? Minnesota, we've owned. Seriously. I mean, Minnesota. Now, so I'll just keep going. Dallas, the Giants. So my point is, once they went through, so they have a projected wins of 12, which would be number 1 in the NFL. Then they also put a strength of schedule of 29. Why that's interesting is because once they ran the composites of everybody else, it comes out that their strength schedule is not that good after all, based on whoever else is playing, what their records are. So that's good news that we're going to be good again. I just think somehow, I know I've done it where I just like how easily we forget how bad we were for so many years, and now we're just like, all right, 7 wins like that, nothing. We're going to win 8, no problem. We'll probably win 12. It's like, geez, this is crazy. So enjoy these times for sure. So the Lions have completely filled out the roster now with the addition of our defensive tackle. Because remember, Tyleik Williams, let me actually, it's right here. I think it's interesting. Right up here, now you can look at our interior defensive line with Onwuzurike, DJ Reader, Ali McNeil, Roy Lopez. I like this interior defensive line because Wingo, don't forget about him. Then on the edge, we still have, of course, Hutchinson. Davenport, if he could stay remotely healthy, I think that's the big what if right there for us. Gotta have him stay healthy. Linebackers, what's up? Corners feel really good about. Don't forget we got Avonte Maddox and DJ Reed this year to go alongside Terrion Arnold, who's going to be our 1A. DJ Reed and Terrion Arnold, let's go. Amik Robertson has shown that, man, he'll just get in there and do whatever you ask of him. I mean, safety good. We've got defensively, we're just looking really good. Offensively, same thing. We don't have to go through all the players. We don't have to go through it all because it's like, yeah, Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs. We've got everything covered. So T-Slaw kind of rounds it all out, and I think that is what you got to be most excited about. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, this is Lions. Man, we hit you with nothing but Lions. Also, I've been watching the NBA playoffs a lot more. I'm just way more interested knowing that we've got a good team now, and I know we are obviously eliminated, but knowing that the Pistons are going to be good next year, it's brought my interest back in the NBA, just watching other teams. And I'm okay with like the style of play now, because when your team sucks and you're watching that style of play that the current NBA is, you're like, oh, this is so stupid. But then once your team's good and you're kind of in that same style of play, you're like, yeah, you know what? It's a good play. I like that. I like this. So are you in with the NBA now? Or have you always been in, you never out? Or you're always out, now you're back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.